We start with what may be the most consequential presidential debate in decades. Right now, both President Biden and former President Trump are preparing for Thursday's big night. Each strategy far different from the other. President Biden taking a more traditional approach, spending all week at Camp David, prepping for aggressive attacks on both his physical and mental strength, as well as his record on the economy and immigration. While former President Trump, on the other hand, remains on the campaign trail before heading to Mar-a-Lago for 2 days of private meetings. His team expects to be tested on both his unrelenting focus on election fraud, along with his unprecedented legal battles. Correspondent Kellie Meyer joining us live now. Kellie, this debate, some saying, could be make or break for these candidates.
Yeah, Brooke, and I know this line could be used a lot, but truly all eyes are on this debate Thursday. So much at stake for both of these candidates, from their answers to their performance. And the two candidates have two very different ways of preparing. President Joe Biden remains at Camp David today, and he continues to prep, huddled around his closest advisors. He spent the weekend there and plans to remain there until Thursday. That's according to the latest schedule we got from the White House. Now, former President Donald Trump is taking a different approach. He spent the weekend campaigning and taking the temperature of the audience as to how he should act during the debate. Take a listen to this.
How should I handle him? Should I be tough and nasty? Or should I be, she'd say no, should I be tough and nasty and just say you're the worst president in history? Or should I be nice and calm and let him speak? 50-50. Be tough.
So this debate will look much different than the one in 2020. There will be no audience. The mics will be muted when the other candidate is speaking. Campaign advisors won't be able to check in on the candidates on those 2 commercial breaks during the 90-minute debate. And there will be no opening statements. It's going to be right to those questions and answers. Now, Trump will get the last word at the debate. That was after a coin toss, and the Biden campaign instead chose their position on the stage. That will be to the right of your screen. And Trump chose to speak last. Brooke?
And Kellie, of course, you know, all eyes on the president's schedule this week. But what about the vice president, Kamala Harris? What does her schedule look like as President Biden's prepping?
Yeah, the vice president, not too far from us here in Washington. She's in Maryland speaking today. She's at an event ready to speak in Maryland, focused on the 2-year anniversary of Roe versus Wade being overturned. The campaign says Harris is set to remind voters, they say, that Trump is responsible, adding that a second Trump presidency, they say, would be a threat to women nationwide. In excerpts shared with NewsNation, Harris is set to say that, quote, "This is a health care crisis. We know who is to blame. Donald Trump." Now, this is the campaign making abortion the central focus, as we saw in a new ad they released today on the topic.
All right, a lot to watch. Kellie Meyer, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.